Oh, fucking hell. Jesus Christ. Third time's the charm, right? Hello guys, how you getting on? My name's Aaron Kelly. Welcome to The Verdict Live. For the very first time, I'm going to... Will I put on the hat? No, fuck it. Third time's the charm. We've tried to do this a couple of times tonight, but the internet has ultimately let us down. But we are live on The Verdict for the very, very first time. We tried going live on here and on TikTok simultaneously, like at the same time. Didn't happen for us, didn't work. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up the chat and hope that we don't get knocked off again. We're looking okay for the minute. Touch wood, it stays that way. However, would not hold out much hope. So I'm just going to have a look at our audio. Okay, we're looking okay. Hang on. We're sounding okay as well. Technical gremlins, guys, as they say, as the man once said. But we went live on TikTok, basically, for context, if nobody knows what's going on. We went live on TikTok at the same time as this. I also had the stream going on this laptop. It was probably a bit too much for my internet, and I probably overestimated it, and ultimately, it fucked us. But we're okay at the minute. So hopefully it stays that way. So, while we still have yous, for this season, we're hoping for The Verdict to be a live show. But if this kind of shitty fucking stress keeps happening, then, I mean, it's hard to know what's going to happen. So, if there's anyone in the chat, let us know. Send on the link to as many people as you can. That'd be much appreciated. And, yeah, happy days. So we wanted to be a live show to basically just keep the evolution of the series going. I was only talking on TikTok earlier on about how the series has changed in a variety of different ways. And hang on, just bear with me for 2 segundos, lads. 2 quick segundos. Okay. Yeah, anyway, lost me thread. This is what happens when it's live. Lost me thread of thought there. So, anyway, stop getting distracted, Aaron. The Verdict for this season, hopefully going to be a live show. The reason I want to do that, evolution of the series, all that kind of crack. Looking to make it a little bit more interactive and all that kind of stuff as well. So that's why we have a chat. I was hoping to go live on TikTok as well, but it fucked it. I fucked it. I did fuck it. But the man that's putting Longford on the map, Robbie, my guy. How are you? I'm good, man. I'm doing all right. I'm sweaty. I'm incredibly fucking sweaty because I've absolutely had a stressful 15 minutes trying to get this stream up and running. So, here we are. Match week 1 of the Verdict of the Premier League 23-24 is done. And this look familiar? This is our new graphic for the 2023-24 season. Season 7 of the Premier League Verdict. So, which means by the time May comes around, I will be 7 years on YouTube. That's incredible. That's incredible. So if you are new to this series, this is what we have, alright? The green box is for our performance of the week. This can come to... this can be a moment, this can be a player, this can be a manager, this can be a team, can be anything of that kind. As long as it's good, it goes in the green box. Yellow box down here, alright? What this is going to be is shocking moment of the week, wow moment of the week. Again, could be a goal, could be a moment, could be an incident, anything like that. Could be a team. Stinker of the week, as you probably gathered, is for someone who's had a bit of a shitter. We don't talk about Saturday, man. Saturday was sad, but what a fucking game. In fairness, credit where it's due. What a goal by Perot for Athlone in the El Clasico. Goat Defo Bowen, maybe that's a shout. We had Connor Fox in the chat for the last one, big Man City fan, who was giving us a shout for Erling Haaland, and I think I'd be obliged to listen. Bowen scored a great goal. He scored a fucking great goal for West Ham against Bournemouth. But for me personally, now this is going to look a little bit janky at the start because You know, as time goes on, I'm hoping to be a little bit better at this whole streaming thing. But Haaland is up there for the minute. But let me just give us a second. Give us a second. And just allow us. And there he is. Perfectly placed into our green box, Erling Haaland. Yeah, I mean, the man's a fucking robot, isn't he? And I think a lot of people read into the whole Haaland, might not be done, but like Haaland might struggle this season, second season syndrome. City might struggle. They read into that fucking Community Shield game last week, I think, far too much. Haaland's going nowhere. City are going nowhere. They beat Burnley on opening weekend by 3-0. And yeah, let me just have a look at the chat real quick. Red 1, other than the ref has, yeah, I think we're on the same wavelength here, Robbie. How the fuck didn't he give a pen? We'll get into that. Zach, well. Danny, Nunez clear of just everyone? Or just Haaland? Of Haaland, probably. Yeah. So, stream is still going well. We're still fucking laughing. We're loving life. Yeah, Erling Haaland, 2 goals. And I think it was his second one was an absolutely ridiculous finish with his left foot into that far top corner. He is just like... He's outrageous. I wouldn't have seen too much of, say, R9, for example. I would have been very young. But Haaland definitely seems to fall into that same category as just like a raw goal scorer. There's not many better. Everyone, but I meant Haaland. Fair enough. Nunez nearly scored the winner of the weekend. We will be talking about Liverpool and Chelsea. We actually got as far as the yellow box in the last stream before it all went downhill. Senan, what is the crack, buddy? How are you keeping? Hope you're well. But yeah, there's your green box. Erling Haaland in all his glory in the green box. Yeah, not much else to say about that. I'd love to see last season's verdict. How often was Erling Haaland in the green box? You know what I'm saying? Like, how often was he there? It's got to be like a solid 60-70% of the season. I'd say he was in there. I'm amazing. Good man, Senan. Good man. Fair fucking play to you, man. Let's have a look then. We're going to move on to our yellow box. And this one's going to ruffle a few feathers. Alright? Especially if you're a Liverpool fan, which I know we have a couple of them in the chat. This wasn't necessarily an incident that happened in a match over the weekend. However, a little bit awkward while I just get him into the box. Just please hold. Just for 2 seconds there. He's kind of popping out of the box. Let's just reduce that down a wee bit. Just a wee bit. Just a wee bit there, Marty. Okay. He's in there. He's in. Caicedo's in the box. Selling for the green box. Easily, man. Easily. All day. Moises Caicedo. As a Chelsea fan, I've been surprisingly quiet about this one. And because for a long time, it was looking incredibly risky that he might go to Liverpool. And for a solid day, I definitely thought that was going to be the case and he could end up in there. Yellow box should be for Bowley due to his shenanigans. It's all legal, Dan. Question about the legality of it all, but it is all legal. Allegedly. By the way, like the video and subscribe if you're new around here. Do I risk trying to go live on TikTok again? Or will that just crash everything down to the ground again? Not sure I want to take that risk, to be honest. Maybe the next day. Excuse me. Maybe the next day. See, if this was an actual verdict, that cough would have been cut out. But we're not doing that because we're live, baby. We are live. This transfer took genuine years off my life. Genuinely. We were scouting the guy for 3 months, all summer, and it looks like, for all the world, that it wasn't going to happen. Thank the Lord God above it happened. And there is always going to be question marks over the transfer fee. And as Danny says, the legality of it all. But what Chelsea are getting here is a really, really, really good 6. And even better, we're getting them so Liverpool or another rival can't. And that is a really, really... I've just seen a comment in the chat there that's really thrown me off. Aaron Football Fun Factory, that is me. I am that guy. That is such a random interaction. James, thank you so much, man, for joining us today. This transfer is incredible. This is an incredible signing. It's an incredible signing. Now, the money is incredible, and he's going to be under a lot of pressure straight away. Anthony Taylor for Green for being Chelsea's best midfielder. Taylor had some interception on Szoboszlai, to be fair. Taylor, number 6, Liverpool need. There was one moment that really pissed off Liverpool fans, seemingly like universally, like around the globe. And it was when like he basically took the ball off them. And Chelsea didn't nearly score from it, thankfully, but managed to create like a bit of an opening from it. But yeah, that was quite funny. Anthony Taylor being on Chelsea's side somewhat for once there. But this man alongside Enzo Fernandez, and I will talk about the game in a little bit more detail now in just a minute, but I think Chelsea have got themselves a fucking amazing signing here. And for the reasons that I stated, like, for example, he is an incredible tackler. He wins the ball high up the pitch, great at the press, great energy. Very similar to an N'Golo Kante, who we've lost this summer. And I think he's going to be a huge asset alongside Enzo Fernandez there. Now, I will say, Conor Gallagher the weekend was absolutely brilliant. And you guys know I've given that man a lot of stick in the past, certainly last season. And a lot of it very, very much warranted. Caicedo is the Ecuadorian Paul Green. Danny, you crack me up, man. You crack me up. Everybody do like the stream, by the way, if you are enjoying what you're seeing. We finally managed to get it working. Yeah, happy days there. But he's just going to add with egg on their face. Because, number one, they've not signed Caicedo, which was obviously the big goal. But, you know, what has happened is Liverpool had turned their attention to Romeo Lavia from Southampton, and then have gone up on their high horse and thought to themselves, let's fucking go for Caicedo. Agreed the fee, which for Liverpool, and I'm sure the Liverpool fans in the chat will absolutely vouch for this. Agreed a fee as high as it is, which is exceedingly rare for Liverpool and and John Henry and FSG. To like, you look at the signings Liverpool have made this summer. Is it only Szoboszlai and McAllister? And they were both release clauses. You know? So it's incredible for them to pay above the odds in any sense. But they agreed a fee. And Caicedo said no, which is embarrassing enough by itself. Considering at least Liverpool have Europe this season. Chelsea have nothing. Chelsea have no European football this year, which is a huge pull for so many players. That's a lot of the reason why certain players sign for certain clubs. So that was incredible. But then they've decided, you know what, we're going to have to go back in for Lavia. We're going to have to. Southampton go, well, we're going to get him for 45. But you decided to dick us over and try and go for Caicedo. So 60 million, please. John Henry, we know you've got the money. We know you've got it. Okay. Chelsea have money. Chelsea have money, Danny. But Liverpool clearly have money as well. Caicedo, he wanted to sign for Chelsea. And I actually seen something today from Ali McCoist, right? And this is going to fuck off the Liverpool fans in the chat, but it is what it is, right? Ali McCoist said today, and it's very true, that we're probably coming into a generation of footballer now that has seen Man City and Chelsea be two of the most successful sides in England over the last couple of years. And ultimately, they want to go to them. Like, Liverpool and United still have huge pull because of their history, admittedly. But, like, Caicedo's probably not earning any more money at Chelsea than he would have been at Liverpool. And I find it incredible that he's gone to them. I do find, but it's just brilliant, man. It's just brilliant. And now Chelsea look like they might be signing Lavia as well. Now, there might be a question of the legality. But, you know, it seems like it's all above board, and Todd is once again exploiting loopholes, which all of the big kind of tabloids today are reporting that the Premier League are going to look into stopping that. A lot of fans, rival fans, would be saying too late, but unlucky, really. And ultimately, Chelsea have their man. Chelsea have Moises Caicedo. But obviously, with such a huge transfer fee, the onus is going to be on him pretty much straight away to hit the ground running. And Bowley to jail, here we go. Prison FC looking for a new owner, lads. But there you go. Moises Caicedo to Chelsea done. We'll talk a little bit about the game itself. A 1-1 draw. I would have absolutely taken a 1-1 draw. I think I predicted a 1-1 draw before kickoff as well, because I feel like that is what the last couple of Liverpool and Chelsea results have been, just draws. I think it's like the last 7 or 8 now on the trot have been draws. We just can't seem to get the better of each other. But Liverpool for the first 20-25 minutes, even half an hour you could argue, absolutely battered us and went 1-0 up through Diaz. Brilliant pass by Salah, who then got Liverpool second, ruled out for offside. And do you know what? It's so weird, and we'll talk about, and it was mentioned by Robbie earlier on in the chat, VAR, we'll talk about it later on in the chat, like I said, or later on in the video. But it's got to the point now where they were changing the offside rule, and I was thinking to myself, how different is it? You know, or what exactly is offside now? You know what I'm saying? So very, very strange. And I was questioning whether or not he's going to be offside. It was fractional. And I think the Chilwell one was the exact same. Axel Disasi with the equaliser for Chelsea. A terrible goal it was. But we absolutely fucking take those. We take those. Bundled at home on his Chelsea debut. One of the many new players to come in the Chelsea door this summer. And surprised to see him start. But then I thought about it thinking, Chalobah, he's probably better than Chalobah. Fofana's injured. Badiashile is injured. I think the biggest surprise was that Chelsea played 3 at the back, and that was something that really impressed me about the game. Was all pre-season, from what I've seen from Chelsea, we were playing fucking 4 at the back. 4-2-3-1, 4-3-3. And then boom, Poch, first game of the season, plays a fucking 3, you know? Excuse me. While we're here, lads, I'm actually going to do a little bit of a promo for the Instagram, so bear with for a second. Let me just get the fucking link real quick. No, that's the wrong button, Aaron. Like I said, in a normal verdict, this would all be cut out at this point. Let me just get a nice angle on that. Nice. Sweet. The verdict. Live. Yeah, but from that point on, really, I think from that Salah goal onwards, Chelsea completely battered Liverpool. And I think the biggest positive for me, from a Chelsea standpoint from the weekend, was for the first time, it feels like in forever, I enjoyed watching Chelsea. Now, the crucial point is, will Chelsea get to a point where we go on a bit of a run now? Because I remember saying that. I said to Mark, who might be in the comments, who knows. I said to him today, the important thing is that we go on a bit of a run from this. Because the Tottenham game last year, I remember Chelsea being really, really good. And I remember being very proud of the Chelsea performance against Tottenham, second game of the season, first home game as well. And we all know what happened. I think the following week we lost 3-0 to Leeds, and Edouard Mendy had an absolute shitter. I will be going through the chat now in just a second. I lose my train of thought very, very quickly. Right, well, you know what? Fuck it. We'll go through it now. Josh, how are you now? Aaron, do you remember me from the Football Fun Factory? I was wearing Diogo Jota white t-shirt. I told you about my channel. Yes, I absolutely do remember that, James. It was only a couple of weeks ago as well. It wasn't even that long ago. Kyle, how are you getting on, bud? How are you getting on? Still recovering from a very, very disappointing result on Saturday for the town, I'm sure. Josh, Aaron, well, man. Aaron answered, Josh, I am. Acknowledge me. Love the Barbie t-shirt. Thank you, Kyle. Kyle's after doing Josh in the comments there, to be fair. But Chelsea were at Enzo Fernandez, by the way. What a fucking player. Josh, serious bit of training done there. Good man. What a player Enzo Fernandez is, man. He was outrageous the weekend. And I cannot wait to see this man alongside him. Alright? I cannot wait to see it. But Moises Caicedo, the transfer saga is finally done. He is a Chelsea player. And it might not be the end of the Chelsea business this summer as well. Because we've got Kepa. And we've got... Kepa's gone. We need a new keeper. James, I'm going to subscribe to you right now. If I didn't already. There we go. Subscribed. You got 90 subscribers. Everyone get James to 100 subs, lads. Everyone go do that. Nice. Jesus, fly in me mouth. Nice little, you know. That'll be a nice humble, not humble story. Wholesome story of the day if we get James to 100 subs. So yeah, Moises Caicedo to Chelsea. And like I said, it might not be done. Elise looks like he's coming. Lavia looks like he's coming. And so many more Liverpool fans, you've had an absolute stinker. And I think I think some of you are man enough to acknowledge you've had an absolute stinker here. But Caicedo is a blue, and we love him for that. Right, Aaron, I have to drive home. See you in 30 minutes. Danny, I will see you very, very soon, my friend. Anywho, let's go and onto our stinker box, shall we? And who are we thinking, right? We'll leave it up in the air for a second. What's going in our red box this week? While I cough up a lung. While we are doing that, who's coming to the charity match this Saturday, lads? Who am I seeing at the charity match? John Henry in the stinker box from Zach. James, you're very welcome, bud. Hopefully we get to that 100. So yeah, like the stream if you want to, if you feel like it, if you're feeling a bit generous today. Hopefully this will be the format of the verdict moving forward, and we don't have any more technical gremlins like we did earlier on, because I nearly had a fucking calf. I was live on TikTok, I was live on YouTube, and neither were going very well. So, game's a game, really. So, it was mentioned earlier on in the chat by Robbie. We're going to throw it in here now, and our stinker of the week for match week 1 of the Premier League verdict. Season 7. Oh, Christ, it's right up on the screen there. Let me just... boom! Right in your face. Right in your face. Oh, fuck. Hang on. Let me just... Let me just relax, lads. Everyone relax. I'm doing okay. I'm trying. There we go. Talk about that in a minute. Chelsea admin who made that I was always a blue video. VAR. VAR. Alright. Now, there was a couple of incidents in that Liverpool-Chelsea game that the offsides... I think I put that down to, I'm not sure which offside rule is which, because there was a point where they were thinking of saying, right, his whole body has to be offside. Now it's only a little bit, it's the same as it was, basically. It hasn't changed in that sense. However, it's not for that. Manchester United versus Wolves last night in the Monday Night Football at Old Trafford, the opening game for Eric Ten Hag's team this season. And Wolves put up a really fucking good show. They put up a really, really, really good show. And ultimately deserved a point at least. United were pants. And I feel like United always are at the start of the season. Now, I expected United to go out and fucking steamroll Wolves last season. Steamroll them. But they did not. Wolves were the better side, lads. Wolves were the better side. They get that goal through Varane at the start of the second half, and you kind of could see it coming because Wolves were missing so many chances. Cunha, by the way, excellent for Wolves. He was brilliant. Mateus Nunes got through so much fucking work on that left-hand side. And I fear for Wolves at the start of this season. I believe I actually have them in the relegation zone in my Premier League predictions, which, by the way, if you haven't watched, go watch it. However, what I will say is Wolves were excellent, especially with the sacking of Lopetegui leaving and Gary O'Neill coming in on kind of such short notice. It always kind of screamed like a disaster to me, but Wolves have started off the season really well, and I have so much more confidence in them now. If they can find someone to put the ball in the back of the net for them, and that's been such a problem for them over the last couple of years. However, they get a chance at the end of the game to get a penalty. VAR was on point for the pen. Good man, Senan. Wouldn't see that in Junior B, that tackle. Shuff Senan. It was a blatant pen. Fuck. I'm dying. Pray for me in the chat, lads. So, cross comes in from the right hand side. What is it? 92nd, 93rd minute of the game. Ball comes in from the right hand side. Onana, on his debut for Manchester United, comes out, punches. Actually, I'm going to have to get up the Premier League app and find out because I can't pronounce this fella's name for the life of me. The Wolves number 18. I believe he's a new signing. He's a centre half. He was up there. Him and Craig Dawson were going for the one header. And Onana comes absolutely flying out of his goal and boxes ahead of him. Let's just get his name for you there real quick. I'm going to make an absolute tit of myself trying to pronounce this name now. But, you know, what's new there? Aaron Kelly making a tit of himself. I will hopefully not be making a tit of myself this Saturday in the charity match. Hope to see as many of you there. Tech United is where it's at. Match for Hope. Go look at it on Instagram and TikTok and stuff. Not Kilman. Him. Sasa Kalajidzic. Fucked it. Absolutely butchered it. But do I care? Not really. Senna got the ball. He comes out and he absolutely punches ahead of him. Got nowhere near the ball. And the referee, Simon Hooper, I think it was, doesn't even look at it on the monitor. Match week 1. Match week 1 and we're seeing this kind of problems. This is why VAR is so incredibly flawed. James, the charity match. Match for Hope. I'll stick it in the chat actually. Follow it on TikTok. I'm playing in it on Saturday. There you go. Match for Hope. So yeah, Onana comes out, punches ahead of him. And I don't know how this doesn't get given. It's assault. If you do that on the street, you're going to prison, mate. No Todd Bowley going to prison. You're going to prison if you do that on the street, lads. He has full on come out and boxed the head of the Wolves defender. And come on, like why is there no penalty there? Why is there no penalty? I don't understand the fucking mindset of it. And Wolves, and it's especially cruel because Wolves absolutely deserved something from this game as well. Absolutely deserved it. And I think they've just been absolutely stiffed. They've been absolutely stiffed. And in a season where they're going to struggle for points, because ultimately they don't have too many goal scorers, they are going to struggle for points. That could prove crucial. I know it's only match week 1, but like that could prove crucial. Do you know what I'm saying? So like what? And do you know what's even better? What's even better? Was it PGMOL, the Referees Association or whatever the fuck it is, have said sorry? What? They said sorry? Like, You wrap your fucking head around that. They said sorry, and the match officials that were doing the Man United Wolves game last night have been taken off games for next week. Oh, that'll show them. That'll teach them. I don't fucking understand it. I don't understand it. And it's another shocking decision by VAR, but like, we're going to continue to see this. And I've said this countless times in various verdicts talking about various VAR decisions since it's come into the Premier League, alright? The problem isn't the technology itself, it's the fucking fools running it. It's the fools running it. And we're going to see so many more incidents like this. It's true. We're going to see so many more. This is not the last time you will see this. The ref, VAR, and so all of them, VAR included. Whoever was on VAR for that match has been dropped as well. But that's no good to Wolves. That's no good to Gary O'Neill, who got booked for giving out about this blatant penalty. Like, it's oh man, it's ridiculous. It is absolutely ridiculous. But you're going to continue seeing these because the fools in charge don't know what they're doing. They don't know what they're doing. It's like the technology has made them worse because now they're overthinking everything. VAR light and LOI. Man, listen, at least you can't blame... Like, LOI referees are bad. That's a fact. A lot of them are. Some aren't. Not all are, but a lot of them are. You can't blame it on something like VAR because it's like, okay, they're human, they're just seeing it in the moment. Yes, they might make a stupid decision, but they don't have the chance to go back and look at it and rectify it. English officials and people using VAR have that chance and somehow still get blatant decisions wrong. And this is another one. Like, it's just incredible. I find it incredible. But there it is, lads. There's your graphic. There is our verdict over and out, I guess you could say, for the first episode. We got there in the end. We had a bit of a stinker at the start, but we got there in the end, and the internet has stayed relatively calm. And hopefully we'll try and go back live on TikTok next week for the next episode. But if you enjoyed this new format, lads, I really enjoyed kind of interacting with you guys and you guys chirping up with your own kind of opinions and what should go in each box and all that kind of stuff. So if you did enjoy, once again, drop a like and subscribe if you haven't already. And we're hoping to get a football video out before the end of the week. But if I'm not chatting to you before then, yeah, hopefully see some of you guys at the charity match. And if I don't, hopefully you guys can watch it. It's at Tech United, James. I'll put that in the chat as well. Tech United. I think it's in Blackrock. Tech United. There you go. So that's where that is. Hope you guys are all good. And thank you very much for joining me for the stream here this evening. And I look forward to the next one. Alright? Take care and peace.